Damn, Silver, you're fast. Right in those plums. Welcome in. Silver, you get a point. Hi, Maddie. You fucker. You're damn right I am, Amy. All over this stream. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, Amy. Son of a bitch. Maddie, can you give Silver Grains a point? You can't hear redeems? Did I not turn them on? One second. I haven't checked the audio mixer. That's why. I could hear him and you couldn't.
Son of a bitch!
Did you hear that? OBS switched the sound it was hearing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! I had to unplug my the output or input for that, and then it disconnected it from OBS. And I didn't check before stream like I usually do, actually. I know, Maddie. We're gonna finish all over this stream, everybody. I won't hesitate when the time comes. Yeah, we're finishing this. I didn't even bring out the grapes and the cheese. I got the okay from Ma about those, coincidentally. So, so I just have to do the glass and the shadows. Ma! I should create a sound bite for that. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Just a dumb, a random, like random dumb shit I say one. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Where's my Quinac Magent? Should probably use that up. I'm trying to clear out my box so I can get a new box to hold my paint. Because frankly, everybody, this box is not doing hot. This box is not doing hot, everybody.
What the fuck is that?
It's my box of paints. A random badlyism. I have to say about heated rivalry, I have to say one thing. That sex and heated rivalry was not intense enough for two very, very competitive professional athlete men. How you doing, Drew Holt? How you doing, Omizu? Like, I feel like the sex would be more competitive. It would carry on throughout, Maddie. It wouldn't just be the beginning. Damn it. And I am watching the beginning on Tuesday. All right. Yeah, but they started banging right away. There's no such thing as caring when you're a competitive professional athlete. Our palette is for today. I think this is... Alright, well, whatever. Titanium white, lead white. I believe this is a, like a cadmium yellow light or a bismuth vanadate yellow light, not the lemon. I just need to use this up. We don't have a lot to do today, so I'm just trying to use up paints, and I'm not... normally I'd have the lemon. Pyro red, quinacridone magenta, ultramarine blue, phthalo blue, burnt umber. How you doing, Rumpelstiltskin? Omizu is here. Omizu's one of my OGs on YouTube, Rumpelstiltskin. How are you today, Rumpelstiltskin? This might even be bismuth or just cad yellow. This seems a little bit... I don't know if this is light, but regardless, it will do the job what we need. You know, I just realized that's way too much. Put that back.
Oh, bro.
You stink, Maddie.
This guy stinks!
I sucked my iPad crashed when I went to start it up. Really? Omizu, there might be... Wow, that fucking sucks, dude. There might be a way to recover that. There might be a way to recover that, Omizu, because there might be a system restore. There might be a system restore, so... Have you looked into that by chance? I'm really sorry to hear that, Omizu. The grapes are done for, Rumpelstiltskin. I'm really sorry. I hope you can recover it. How you doing, Drez? Alright, 4 miles. That's a good walk. It's a good walk. Yeah, I was working on a project last day and a half and all that. That really, I was watching you do the digital stuff today. I'm really, if there's any way, I mean, I could do some digging too, Omizu, to see if there's a way. I'm not as familiar with iPads. iPad does a cloud backup usually if you haven't opted out of it. Oh, there you go. Have you investigated that, Omizu, cloud backup? Oh, where are you, Rumpelstiltskin? I'm not an Apple boy, but I just did, I was just doing something on my computer that was possibly risky, so I created a system restore. But there's also ways I think that can be somewhat automated system restores, but once again, that was for Windows. I figured since it did the factory, you said it's gone. Plus, I ran out of cloud space just November, so. Oh. There's things I like about Windows, but they're pissing me off with all this AI integration shit. However, their product has been good for a pretty long time. I also don't like how they're moving to subscription-based for everything and you don't own anything. I don't like that either. Specifically. But that's also the way of everybody else, so that's not unique to Windows. I have been tempted to go to Linux, but maybe that might be for my next computer whenever that happens. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. All right. Oh, funny thing, I got a commission to repaint a Mini. Interesting. How much do you charge for that? Because it seems like the hours needed for a lot of Mini painting can rarely justify a commission. No, I get why they'd want it. I'm just curious then you're like, hopefully you're getting paid enough. All computers suck. All computers are bastards. Is that what you're telling me, Amiga? Good. A decent margin, okay. All right. ACAB, yeah. ACAB, definitely. All computers are bastards. Yep, Rumpelstiltskin. I am followed. I have a black cloud that follows me around constantly. I was cursed by a witch in the woods. All right. So we are getting some matte drying here. What I'm focusing on for this, well, all right. I'm considering basically this portion done. I'll move it on. This portion done. I gotta clean up a little bit of this profile. Have to get the glasses done and maybe some details on the edge of this shadow. Well, I hope it works out well for you, Drez. Do good work. All right, everybody, so shall we begin? I also might interject some stronger colors. But one reason why it seems very flat is because there is no gloss on this. And I don't know if this is a function of the canvas, but everything is just kind of drying universally matte. I was using plenty of medium, but I also might need to darken over here a little bit. You think this is my best looking still life? There are ones I like better than this. But I don't think this is bad by any means. The right side bowl. The wine bottle's right side or that side? Our right or bottle right? I'm still not a huge fan of them, but the grapes were deteriorating. Ooh. And you know, point being is they were changing a lot, so try to get them in a good spot. Oh, you're talking about this. You're talking about... it's because it's distorted, Rumpelstiltskin. Because there's a glass right here that distorts it. So you see this, like, you see this beer belly right here on this glass. That's because of the distortion from the glass that's going right here. Yeah, you're welcome, Rumpelstiltskin. I don't think you'll be able to see it with my... Maybe you'll be able to see it with the camera. Here, here, take a look at this. Yeah, you can kind of see how it changes. It's distorted by the glass. Yep. Hi, Monica. Oh my God! You stoic. How are you, stoic? No matter what I do. Yes, I'm gonna eat that cheese. How am I doing today? I'm ready for you to finish. Yep, I am finishing this today. I'm doing fine. A little busy. But good. But good busy. But good busy. I'm probably gonna buy some potatoes, stoic, and either mash them or fry them and then put the cheese on top. And eat that like a potato maniac. You're goddamn right. Hey, Lizzie, I think we can all agree that I offered some very salient and correct commentary to episode 6 of Heated Rivalry. Are you, Rumple? Excuses. No matter what I do. I know, I don't know how that got stuck in my head, but it is. All I think about is you. Hi, Pickles. Also, what time are we watching on Tuesday? We didn't set one, but I prefer it probably like late afternoon to evening or late. I wasn't late. You were late. Is that the next words? Even when I'm with my boo. Is that the words? But you know, my schedule is flexible, Lizzie. So I will do what's convenient for the group of Badly Science Theater. For Badly Science Theater, everybody. Oh, that part, yeah. Oh. Yeah, Lizzie, work it out. If you don't mind, can you work it out with Garg, and we'll figure that out. I was wondering about the next words too. Yeah, it escapes me too. Son of a bitch, Garmin. Yeah, yellow is not the right way to go here. Ooh, that... Oh, Jesus Christ. See how strong that red was? Jesus Christ. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. All I think about is you. God, that song is catchy. Oh my God! Oh, you green bastard. Eat a fart? No! I'm done eating farts. I tells ya. I only did it that few hundred times because I was young and I needed the money. Wait, listen. What I missed from Lizzie. Those were destroyed. Those were destroyed, Odorous. Well, Lizzie is pretty and does a wonderful motivational speech about beating San Francisco. Shooby-doo bop 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 ba ga da da ba da 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 da. Important question. Is the cheese Gouda? There's Gouda and there was another one. Did you ever watch the Fenster film G.I. Joe PSAs? Or Fensler? I've seen some of them. I don't remember them well, Greenbag, but I have seen those fucking things. All right, there you go, Lizzie. Well, work out a time. Like I said, if I had to pick a time, it would be late afternoon, but also, or late at the same time we did the last one. Charcuterie board. I love a good charcuterie board of just meats and cheeses. Greasy meats. Some jamon. What's jamon? No, jamon is Spanish for ham. So referring to like jamon iberico or prosciutto. Late afternoon means anything to 4 to 6 p.m. traditionally. My time, CST. Which is the only recognized time in, only time I recognize. Obviously. Central slut time. Oh my god, you are correct. My auto mod. Oh. Somebody, I gotta click aloud. There you go. Who's calling me out? I heard slut time. I was being called a slut. I love goat cheese. Have a good one, Rumple. Thanks for stopping by, bud. I know. You're telling me, Monica. Tonight is Anishiki versus Fujinokawa. Yeah, that match yesterday was disappointing. I think there should have been a mono E on it too, frankly. Takes one to know one. True. Valid. I don't know if I agree with that. I think he's been too good to say that's the case for too long. I think he just he lacks finishing power. And he's not aggressive in Tachi eyes. I don't think that's true. Like I think he's not gonna blow somebody out of the ring, and he has been weak to that, but he's been able to handle it quite a bit, and that's not something that's difficult to figure out either. Can you, like, put this painting aside and start on the portrait? I already know the answer. Not yet. I'm finishing this today. Portrait is next, Monica. Portrait is on Friday. Portrait is on Friday, everybody. We are going to be painting a sumo wrestler by the name of Takayasu. Takayasu, everybody. A very hairy, beautiful man who is a wife guy. Been 40 days. Has it been 47 days? Since the last sumo ones? I guess it has. Oh, so you only like me for my portraits. Is what you're telling me. Was an analysis. I guess I just didn't want to believe it. I was able to recover files through my Adobe account, but not the thing I was currently working on, so now all was lost. Well, that's good at least, Omizu. That's good to hear at least. Monica, are you painting right now? I want to paint because of the stress. Yeah, I get it. What are you painting? Oh my God! Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vegas himself. That's you. That's you. Cubes? No cubes. Self-portrait sort of, I started last year and I've been on. Oh, nice. Are you painting or are you drawing, sketching? Brushing everything. Nice. Good, Monica, good. I'm watching it. And like I said, I have some critical issues with that show. All right? I have some critical issues but I've only watched episode 6. I've only watched most of episode 6. No, those men are just not competitive sexually enough with each other. And adventurous. And I want some dong in there. No, I need competitive, passionate sex. All right. That's what everybody tells me. See episode 1. Sex fighting or he's out. No, not fighting. But these are two very competitive men. And they would be competitive sexually with each other. Exactly, Salt. I'm horny for you competitively. You just don't get it. You just don't get it, Stoic. I'm taking over Steamy Scenes gun. Oh, no, I am talking over the Steamy Scenes, Monica. They had me do commentary while they were all muted yesterday for my reactions. I was doing a reaction situation for the Ravine. It's everything. It's a competition of everything, Salt. Damn it. How do you not all understand this? I'm critically reviewing the sex scenes, Monica. Hey, you all wanted that. You all wanted that. You all wanted my commentary. Where are my manners? You think I have manners? Statler one of them all actually from the. That's basically what I was doing yesterday. Sorry, much so. I'm trying to think of quips. I'm tentatively putting on a. It's better. It'll be better in small taste, Maddie. We listened to it yesterday, Monica. She did it. She did it for the group. I didn't even know they were watching it, and mind you, that was all on the spot, Maddie. Remember why it went into the chat originally? Because I have an awesome new idea for a new painting. I also have a great idea for a new painting that I couldn't help myself but go in there and ruin their time and talk about it and ask them about, because it would involve Garg. Not getting this profile how I want it to be.
Stop whining.
I'm not whining. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Son of a bitch! Odorous! I'm looting the 2-week-old group. You can have it. You can have it. He did. Cheese choppers. I would eat a lot of cheese right now. Todd, I think it's better to just learn to code and then learn how to use AI to code than vibe code. Gotta learn vibe coding for this AI cert. I have no intention. Okay. All right. That's fair. I don't have issue with using AI to help you code, but I think, like, you know, and obviously I think you understand that learning to code and then using AI to using AI to help you code is like probably the optimal path. It does. But good for you, Todd. Good for you, Todd. Who said cack? Oh, of hockey cock. Hockey cack. Wait, all right. I just realized that's a Chicagoan's nightmare. Hockey cock. I think we just found the most Chicago two-word combination I could think of. Hockey cock. Good job in everything. Yeah, that makes sense, Todd. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Hugh Laurie? About Hugh Grant? What are we talking about? Portraits? Hot men? Oh. No, I was saying you. And you know who I'm talking about. Ew! How you doing, Yambari? Hello. Do, 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 do. Shooby-doo bop 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 ba-da-da-doo ba-doo-da-doo-da-doo-da-doo. Sing it to Glenn Miller. I don't think I could do that. Okay. That needs to move to the right a little bit. I feel like I've gone back and forth with a lot of these stems and their positioning. So it's this angle that's fucking with me. Feeling like listening to those art history videos you sent me about painting, so take care. Please finish this damn stuff. We'll see you later, Monica. I am gonna finish it, damn it. God damn it. It's gonna be done. I'm just making sure it's good. Boom, pow! Sneak attack! Ski-la-pa-pow! We are painting, everybody. Done been sneaked on. That's right, Mud. How are you doing? My ears. How you doing, Sashi? Yep. It got really cold here, Mud. It was 35 degrees today and flurrying at times. I wanted to... Oh, I missed a follow. Happy Metroid, thank you for the follow. If you have any questions, please let me know. Oh, you went to Costco? I do love those rotisserie chickens. Yeah. No, it got cold here. It was 35 degrees. It's like almost freezing. I am too. I am a big old slut for the rotisserie chicken. Yeah. Being quiet. Badly's counterpart creating some wild still life. I could knock, if I was really committed, I could knock out 3 chickens in a week, probably 4. Do some rotisserie chicken paintings. That's probably a good idea, huh, Mud? Because those don't really go bad, like, out and about, too. How would I pose them? Like, put the wing, like it's like, but it doesn't have a head. Like, I'm thinking of Burt Reynolds from Playgirl. I was thinking of Burt Reynolds from Playgirl. How do I do that with a rotisserie chicken? I'll take my chances, Mud. You did this, Mud. As I get salmonella, like in 3 weeks. I'm still doing it. Mud, you did this. As I'm 2-bucketing it. Yeah. I also, Mud, when I get rotisserie chickens, I let them cool fully on the counter before I put them in the fridge. That is actually a food safety thing, at least in restaurants. But granted, I would have to take it out. You know, it'll be cold by the time I start painting it, so. Nope, I'm gonna have to gamble it. If you want Burt Reynolds rotisserie chicken, all right, you all are gonna have to let me do this. All right? If you want Burt Reynolds rotisserie chicken, this has to happen. No, no, no. We gotta let it ride. Sashi, I'm an alpha male now. I'm an alpha male right now. That means I eat raw chicken. I eat only natural things, right? Like raw ground beef from Walmart. Nope, no sauce. Except for a raw egg. No, no, it's just all water and blood, Sashi. No, but I got an iron gut. I got an iron gut. No, it stays in there for a while where the blood can clean itself, and then I shit it out. That was, you know what? I think I know what was causing that cramping. I do have an idea of what it was, but it's an odd one. Because I legitimately think it was a muscle cramp. I think it was a muscle cramp in my abs. I've had meningitis before, Stoic. I'm bullying the AI by giving it things that don't make sense. Why are you cricketing me? Thank you, Sashi. No matter what I do. Don't you dare, Sashi. You're talking to me about food safety? Those grapes are rancid.
Fucker.
Yeah, but all the germs. All the germs, Sashi. The germs. I'll be too late. That might have been too bright. There's like a splotchiness that I'm seeing, and I'm wondering if that's from the cardboard. I think that's from the cardboard that I'm using as the background.
Grab the children! Save the children!
Trying to mess me up. I see what you're trying to do, Stoic. Shit. I know what you're trying to do. You're against me. That's too bright, I think. Bop, bop, bop. Shoo-ba-da-da-ba-da-bop. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Trying to make these lines clean. This is it's just like what, like you're not I'm not doing stuff that is actually changing it. Beans. Then you gotta match. Be better. Be better. Close in on
Okay, Kyle, you're being a negative Nancy. Stop it. Okay, unless you want everyone to call you negative Nancy from now on.
Not a negative Nancy. I think it needs to be wider. I think it needs to be wider. That who Ronald Reagan was married to? You mean Nancy? Maybe that's my issue right here. This is a really tough balance of very subtle changes of value or contrast, I should say. Or it's really very slight contrast differences to get this realism.
I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
Right in those plums. Oh, so much back and forth. Whose fault is this? I'm thinking this is Maddie's fault. Trying to be a tight ass here.
Fucker.
You don't. Definitely Maddie's fault. Agreed. See? Stoic. See? All right. The anti-Maddie contingent is growing.
Fire the nuclear weapons!
Oh my god, hooray! Oh my god, get on in here. And I better see some links, or I'm gonna burn this place to the ground. Come on, Pickles! Come on! Quality paints and supplies today? What supplies were you using? Obviously. Good. Good. Good, your check's in the mail. Liquitex? Liquitex? No! You were the chosen one! Everyone can afford badly made paints. Everyone. Good. I like turtles. Oh, it's a cool turtle. You know what can make that turtle even better? Badly made paints. Now at an internet near you. But well done. Okay, alright. I didn't come here to be lambasted. I didn't come here to be lambasted. Thank you so much, PB&J. How have you been otherwise? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Thank you, but I don't appreciate your lies and deceit and anger. And hatred and vitriol. But thank you so much. That's very kind. Nope, you've already said it. Son of a bitch! Okay. Just come in here. Oh, fuck this guy. Let's murder him. And desecrate his corpse. How you doing, Augustus? Oh my god. Oh my god. Please do. Please ask questions too if you have questions. You should first, I'll say, you can't until you enjoy it. So learn how to enjoy painting first. Truly enjoy it. How you doing, Ember? If you could have any artist, alive or dead, paint you how they see you, how would you have doing? Who would you have doing it? So the question is, do I pick an abstract person to have reasonable deniability, or do I pick somebody who's very, very good? I think I'd go all out and do nude for Zorn. Have Zorn paint me nude. Dongs ablazing. Maybe Kaibot as well. Kaibot had 3 famous male nudes that he painted. That would be a consideration as well. Well then, Augustus, then does it matter if you make money? Dongs ablazing, and that's what I'd have him title it. Badly, dongs ablaze. Badly, colon, spelled out. Badly, colon, dongs ablazing. Yep, that'd be the name of it, Maddie. Yeah. But that doesn't, just because you can't monetize it doesn't mean, like, you know, it doesn't have value or worth, right? You better come back, PBJ. Maddie, it has. Maddie, it has. Mud! Mud, you're culpable, okay? You're past the point of no return. If I go down, you all go down with me. Past the point of no return. No going back now. Thank you, Ember. That's what we do here. We paint badly. Something that's uncommon in the US, but you should try it. I eat garbanzo beans all the time, Augustus. I almost bought some dried ones. But those are a bit of more of a pain in the ass. I love garbanzo beans. Garbanzo beans are not uncommon here. Mud, have you had garbanzo beans within the last 3 weeks? Son of a bitch! Amanda! I wouldn't say they're day-to-day food, though. Yeah, those are chickpeas, yeah. Yep, there you go. Yeah, chickpeas are here. Yeah, chickpeas are very good rainy day beans to keep in your cupboard as well. If you make a vinaigrette, literally just have chickpeas with a vinaigrette and some onions and like cucumber, it's a really good rainy day salad. Yep. I will not Nordic. Past the point of no. How are you doing, Nordic? Return. Yeah, well, you know, hummus is made from chickpeas, Maddie. How old am I? 37. I am 37. And I'm very mentally stable. I am never difficult, Pickles. You're good? Good to hear. I'm doing swell. No going. Obviously, it's very apparent how mentally stable, mentally healthy I am, and good looking. And good looking. Good, Ember. Good. 8 years? I thought I was like 7 or 6. How dare you, Nordic? Well, isn't your birthday coming up, Nordic? I think I'm like 7.5 now that I think about it. Okay, this is all slander. Yep, and then it doesn't matter anymore, Nordic.
Stop whining.
I'm not whining. Slander Sand. I like Slandra. Slandra's pretty good. Slandra is very good. Yeah, that's a good game. Slandra Slanderson. It's Slandra Slaughter. It's Slandra Slaughter. Slandra Slaughter. McSlander back? Too much. Keep it simple and strong. Okay, Odorous. I was not in Zootopia 2, Nordic. I was just in Zootopia -1. And I was later poached and skinned. Yes, Nordic, that was me. I bought real kielbasa from real Polish people. That's my story. It's good. I was actually craving that yesterday. Fennel, at least in my experience, fennel is not common. Fennel is not common. Caraway is a lot more common. Caraway is, which I believe they're different. Gotcha. Yep, that's how I make my paint. That's how I make my paint. I got Phantom of the Opera. I got Phantom of the Opera stuck in my head right now. Snake oil coming soon. It's coming really soon, Augustus. Really soon, okay? It's practically magic. It cures cancer, makes your wiener bigger, and work. What's it? It heals all skin abrasions and wrinkles. It tastes really good on pasta. Yes, it's made from. So what I do is, are you familiar with a kumite, PB&J? A kumite, a karate tournament to the death. So what I do is I take 10 king cobras, and I put them in a kumite until one's alive. Then I take the winner of 10 cobra kumitais, do another kumite with the winners, take that one, blend it, squish it for its oil, and that's snake oil. Idea. Oh, this one unfortunately is not for sale. The previous one is though, Dia. This is one I worked with my ma for. I'm sorry. If it wasn't for, this is my mom's Christmas gift. $2025, Christmas 2025. Yep. Ma! How big is my ma? She's like 5'4". She's not big. She's a pervert. You're 5'4"? I mean, what is that? Like, that's pretty average or close average, and 5'6" average. I think that would be pretty close. Who do you think would win, Dia? Yeah, but, you know, fight to the death with my ma. Winner gets $1 billion. You taking that bet? No? Okay. All right. Buy you a new mount. No worries, Dia. On Etsy, I'd probably list this for $1,200. To a friend or family member, I'd sell it for $500 or $600. But it probably won't sell. Well, frankly, knowing the effort, because I made the canvas and like the time I put into the prop, it'd probably be $700, $600 to $700 for a friend, plus shipping. But on Etsy, probably $1,200 to $1,400. Well, if somebody makes me an offer I can't refuse, I'd sell it and just do it again. If they said, I want this one, I'll just say, hey, Ma, someone's offering me like way too much money for this. How about I make you another one? Everyone's got their price. I would not let it go for a cinnamon roll. I have not. Just Etsy so far. But, that's right, Mud. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. It's a monumentous moment. There we go. There we go. Aha! We have it in writing.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
Never, PB&J. I don't think it happens that often, Augustus. Yeah! I don't think a lot of people buy art on eBay. I just don't. I haven't, like... I've seen plenty of people trying to sell art on eBay, but... I think if you wanted to sell money for good money, I don't think eBay's the place to do it. What SOB, Augustus? Kig, thank you for the follow. You want to tell me what you think about it? Yeah, tell me. I mean, you can't just lay down the line there and not tell me at this point. The guy I mentioned, he's apparently been painting for 12 years. Oh, yeah, I remember that. With the projector copying paints in the 90s. Yep. Yep. Yeah, he sells on eBay. Well, that's the type of people that sell on eBay, right? That I've seen a lot of. Yeah, you were telling me he sold a bunch. To sell paintings, Augustus? Like a place I trust to sell paintings? I mean, as far as the process, Etsy has like financial backing, so you're not really gonna get screwed. But like, you know, art fairs, reputable art fairs. I don't know in Brazil if you do, but I'm going to probably 5 different art fairs this year to sell. But yeah, there's not a lot. I think that's why it's tough to like be a painter. You have to find a place that you can also like create a community, or be a part of a community where you can advertise yourself. I've always looked at this as like, I cannot rely on friends and family to like buy paintings on me to keep me going. I have to, you know, do this in such a way that people are independently buying my shit. The art fairs? I don't know. I've never done them before. But Mudworks, my mod here, does an art fair every year. But, you know, that is for pottery. But I've been to a few. And, I think I would do well there. So you're saying I won't sell... What do you think I should list my paintings for, Mud? If you were offering advice. Yeah, it... It is. How big is your art fair, Mud? How many stalls is your art fair? I mean, it has to be considered, Augustus. If you know, as like a secondary part, right, in making your living. Oh, yours is that big. Okay. So a lot of the ones, 3 of the ones I'm going to are about 100. One of them is probably 250, but only half art, half food. One of them is 220. And then if I get into that like bigger one, I think that one's 300 in the rich area of Illinois. I need a little bit of white. For some reason, I didn't think it was that big. Yeah, no, it is compared to the ones I saw. I didn't realize Richmond had one that fucking... It's in Richmond, right, Mud? Or is it farther away? All right, I need a little more titanium white to do one last thing. Just one more thing. Well, here's the thing, right? If you set a hard hourly rate, right? I've spent, I don't know, working on this probably somewhere in the range of 24 hours. Somewhere in that range. Total time. So if I set like, then the materials are probably $110 for this. $110 to $120. And then set an hourly rate. I think 12 to 1400 is, you know, pretty reasonable. I also need to clean up the background too a little bit. Yeah, I saw that. I saw a lot of bad pricing at one of them. Like, I saw stuff that was shockingly high, but I don't know if they're selling shit. But I don't know if, like, you know, there is, like, a good price range for at a few of these places because of the clientele, if it even matters to a certain extent. Yeah. That's a lot of painting awards. I don't even know how you find that many competitions. Yeah. I do not know the Milan family. Milan. Yeah. I really dislike the paywalling of info. I'm fine with them running classes. I don't like the paywalling of info. But it just seems like it'd be inevitability of YouTube and shit for people to just be like, okay, I'm no longer making videos, but we're just, you know, if you want to see anything more, you're gonna have to pay me. I haven't seen that many examples that much of that exact thing of them like You keep saying they sell. I'm sorry. I could spend a month giving examples. Just don't ask me. I mean, I think a lot of those people are lying if they're selling that much. I really do. I think the people online who are selling a lot of work are people who have huge communities. Like the people who have like 500 to millions of followers. But I've seen people who have won plenty. I know of a couple people who won plenty of awards whose like websites still have plenty of paintings. The other day I was looking at sitting there since the tourist on the mountains, like with a Western team. I mean, there's a few of those. There's touristy places like that. Like the OK Corral. Shit like that. Yeah, no, there are people like that, but I think it's just extremely, extremely rare, Augustus. Extremely rare. Look at beautiful place. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, you'll see that some of the I know Arizona has a pretty good representation of that. I don't know, Jumer. I would not expect that, though. I would not expect... The fact of the matter is I'm basing that on nothing outside of my own anecdotal evidence, but I would not expect landscapes to be the best-selling pieces. Frankly, if we're going by numbers, I think fan art sells the... If we're talking about a genre, nothing sells more than fan art. But they sell a lot of pieces like that for, you know... Or pornography, frankly. Pornography probably is the highest selling by genre. Thank you, Omizu. Yeah, probably. It's probably the easiest to get into as well, Mud. It's not like a painting. We're talking about like digital work, Jumer. Or traditional, like, however you may feel like that, like the furry, the furry art, or just like those communities are very large, and that's how they get what they want, is they commission art. There's also tasteful, but I yeah. Real character. Yeah, original character work, stuff like that. Yeah, I'd say with like traditional painting, oil painting, or even acrylics, I don't think the most common probably trying to be sold though is abstract, but I don't think that necessarily means it sells the most. Yeah. Do you think fan art would sell more than like I guess sexual, like sex related pieces? Yeah. I mean, it's all speculation also, so this is like, it's we can never say anything for sure. There are some very big time artists that got their start by painting hardcore pornography, I know. And Mudd also commissioned the Burt Reynolds rotisserie chicken, so thank you, Sean. Mudd also commissioned the Burt Reynolds rotisserie chicken. So pornographic cranky martini. Augustus, are you talking about the cost in United States dollars, or what is Brazilian money called? Did Automod take out something? The acrylic boners? Reals? Okay. I've heard of that. I couldn't think of it at the moment. What is that? Do you know what the conversion rate is to US dollars? Or approximately? $5.5 reals, okay. Yeah, so like $4,000 a work. Huh. Weird. Piranha. Okay. All right, we done with this, everybody? We done with this? Drinking cheese and eating wine? Where the cheese flows like wine. All right, we do have a special thing happening today. I figured I have too much paint. We have a special event. Once in several lifetime event happening. Once in a once in 37 trillion blue moons happening. What did I do with the other palette knife? All right. Does anyone want to guess what it is? What is the special event that's happening? You're new here? Sumo? No. Sumo is the next session. Sumo Portrait is the next session on Friday, everybody. We're going to be painting Papayasu on Friday. What we're going to do, because I have a lot of these small fucker, I have these small canvases that were given to me, we're going to do another black spot. We're going to paint another black spot, which might be used to give away at some point. Or who knows? It's a very powerful curse, though. It's a very powerful curse. Very powerful curse. Let's see, like, that's towards me. Probably oriented vertically. Do I need any more medium? Maybe not. We'll keep this thick. The question is, how do I want to do this? We're so blessed. I have to do watercolor soon. Maddie's redeeming a watercolor still life too. So, son of a bitch. We're gonna make a custom black spot. What colors do I want to lean to? Get some flowers? I might have to get some flowers.
Get your hand off my penis!
That's not my hand. What color should I lean into? I feel like... I am and I'm not. I struggle with them. I struggle with them and I don't enjoy them as much as oils. Could do that, yeah. I do have a lot of blue, but I've been working with like blue all day today. Here, let's see. So let's do a test mark. I have an idea. This is a weird angle. See, I need more juice. I think I need to use actual oil. Orange, a blue. Could lean into that. I'm still not getting the flow rate I want. Well, I do try and do a sketch with a general sketch with pencil. All right, I got a plan. Okay. First step, blues are done. Blues are done. We'll try and get you a better view of what I'm... Remember, it's always a black spot. It's always a black spot. what we're building to. Oh my god!
Fire the nuclear weapons.
Oh my god, a raid! Welcome in, raiders. Get on in here, Squatting Cat. Get on in here. We're end of streaming using up paint and using up this old small canvas that I'll never do a painting on. So we're doing a black spot. Get on in here. Hi, Helpful Doodles. Schmucklefucker. Augustus. We finished this today. From start to finish in 3 hours. Welcome in. Give us your link, Squatting Cat, or I swear. I have no idea what you're talking about, Mud. Let's see those links.
I award you no points.
Good.
And may God have mercy on your
Good.
soul.
Everyone go check out Squatting Cat on Kara. Before I burn this place to the ground, I'm very close to doing it. Okay, Pickles. Thank you so much. What were you working on today, Squatting Cat? What were you working on? Like I said, I'm using up paint. Trying to make this compelling. You should believe me. Thank you, Guzber. Nice. I hope it went well. Yeah, actually, Squatting Cat, we have a plein air week coming up because I'm going to be dog sitting. So I'm literally going to have probably 5 days in a row and maybe multiple streams per day of plein air. And there's going to be oil and pastels, and there might be a skeleton outside. Like a normal human being. Like a normal human being would do. Thank you. I think I'm gonna mail it to my parents. Because, by the way, I'm almost positive at this point I'm getting my second skeleton. I'm pretty sure I'm getting my second skeleton, everybody. No, don't listen to Mud. Mud's lying. Mud's lying. Hi, Rima. Thank you, Faizan. You absolutely may, Squatting Cat. You absolutely may. What questions you got? I will answer anything. I have an answer for everything. There is nothing I don't know. I'm all-knowing. All right, we're using that as a black spot. This is a curse. This is a curse. What camera do you use when you're outside? I use my cell phone, Squatting Cat. I'm glad you like it, Augustus. All right, this is a curse. Yep, I bought portable batteries that I hook my phone up to. If a person says I am lying, are they telling the truth? 50-50, Faizan. Yeah, use my cell phone. I think, why is he painting on this palette? I'm painting this. This is just I need to use up these small little fuckers. So, I'm create these curses that kill people. Also, Squatting Cat, I have done a nighttime plein air session. And I used, I have like a metal easel that I carry out there. And then I have these lights that also plug into those batteries. And here's a clip that was able to clip onto the, this clipped onto the easel. Right here. Okay, and this has a portable battery, and it has its own battery time. So this works without... This is only like... or it's not... Oh, yeah, there we go. You can control the temperatures on it. And they're only $25, and at full strength, they're supposed to last like 2.5 hours. Prussian blue is not light fast. The color fades, Drex City. The color fades. It's also difficult to make. And phthalo blue is a better color. Similar price. Just as strong, if not stronger of a tinter than Prussian blue, and can produce the same color. So there's a perfectly good alternative. So Prussian blue is literally useless as a pigment in the current in current setting. There's like there's literally an alternative that is the same price, just as like similar properties, same color. There's no reason to use it. All right, we're gonna clean up.
Fart in your general direction.
Payne's Gray is an old mixture of colors. It's not a single pigment. Iros Aero. The original mixture was Rose Madder Lake, Prussian Blue, and Yellow Ochre. That was the original mixture that they used. You could mix your own Payne's Gray with better colors that keep on your palette instead of a narrower, neutral color like Payne's Gray, while expanding the amount of colors you can mix. So I would never personally have a Payne's Gray on my palette. I'm talking in the context of oils, mind you. But also watercolors. I think you can just carry the colors that mix it. Yeah, if don't hesitate to ask, Squatting Cat. Like I said, I'm happy to talk about it. I've done like 20 planar sessions. I'm about to do a bunch more. So, sorry, what was I gonna say? So make sure your where you go, your cell phone has good connection if you're streaming it. I have had multiple streams ruined because the area I was at didn't get a reliable enough connection from my cell phone to stream. I am not de-wiping my glass. It's not plexi. It's straight glass. I just clean it with solvent. I de-wipe my hands though, and other things. But there is surface cleaner for de-wipes. I used to de-wipe my glass. That shit gets expensive, so I just clean it like this. But I do have like a concentrate of it. So if it was a real concern, you should just go down and wipe down everything with the surface cleaner. No, de-wipes. You'll see. Oh, you'll see. Not lead wipes, de-wipes. Because if it's for lead, I have not been using it correctly, Mudworks. I have not been using it correctly. Oh, also, if anybody is willing to subscribe to my YouTube, anyone new here, I'm a desperate man in desperate need of YouTube subscribers. If you are willing to subscribe to my YouTube, I will pretend to be forever grateful. Thank you, Augustus. I will pretend to be forever grateful. Thank you. Okay. All right. Now, why Squatting Cat rated in, time to wipe the D. I do. They're in the links. They're in the links below. Oh, thank you. Look. I don't. Just Instagram. I think you can infer, Drex. They're called D wipes. What else would you wipe with them? And I do it live on stream. Oh my God, this is... You're all disgusting. Sitting here and watching this. Like animals. Like I'm some animal. Oh God. This is just sick. I can't believe I subject myself to this. And I can't believe Squatting Cat would bring you in here to see this. Squatting Cat, unbelievable. What you would subject your viewers to. Oh, God. You're not heathens, you're sick. Hi, Karen. I am, Pickles. God. It is free. Oh, that's a bummer? Oh, my God. God, it burns a little bit. I know, I should be charging for this. Cat, what is this burrito story? Okay. All right. D has been wiped. Oh, wait. I had some paint got on my cell phone, so I need to wipe down my cell phone too. I should not. I'm innocent. I'm being forced to do this. I ordered a veggie burrito, but they labeled it as veg burrito. You know, the fact of the matter is, Drex, is it's not a huge risk for me. Basically, it's while your brain is developing, it's the biggest risk. Lead has a big effect on developing brains. Obviously, toxicity can build up over time, but if you have animals or kids around, you know, you should take reasonable care of cleaning up lead residue. So I actually use I have a washing laundry detergent that's for lead as well, and I do have a surface spray. Cadmiums are not toxic. There's literally no significant risk from cadmium consumption. The only danger is breathing in dry pigment, but while it's in paint form, it's not dangerous. It literally isn't. This has been studied. Cadmiums are not dangerous for consumption. The only pigments that I am aware of, and I'm a class 1 diagnosed paint pervert, are the lead, mercury, and arsenic ones, and you will know when you are using those. Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit out there, Iros. Paint away from my kids and pets. There's a D-wipe laundry detergent. God damn it, Zach. Drex, if you're not using lead, then you don't really have anything to worry about. Obviously, you don't want them eating paint. Don't eat paint. But, like, the amount that it would take to, like, for you to get, like, a stomach ache from eating cadmiums, you would have to eat, like, half a pound, a quarter of a pound. Let's just say a quarter. Like, you would have to eat a lot, and it would be an awful experience. Thank you, Zach. No such thing, cranky martini.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
Iros. The heavy metals and lead. Well, no, lead white is toxic. It's just like the syntax or semantics of like heavy metals is way overblown and largely bullshit. Drex, so like, do you want to know the study on cadmiums, for example, that I'm citing? It's the last one for this one. Stiff snake. There was literally an FDA study where they fed pigs pounds of dry cadmium pigment powder. Pounds. More than you could ever consume in a sitting. And they came to the conclusion that there was no significant harmful effects outside of the amount that they just fed them. Where they did find a loose connection. A loose connection is they had them breathe in the dried pigment, and there is a loose cancer connection to breathing in dry pigment. So not pigment in paint form, but pigment in these dry tub forms. See this? This is dry pigment. So how most people don't, interact, but you shouldn't breathe in any pigment. Their stool must have been wild. Also a myth. Idaros, would you eat flaxseed? Idaros, would you eat flaxseed? You wouldn't eat flaxseed? The superfood? Because linseed is flaxseed oil. Yes, people eat flaxseed a lot. A lot of people consider flaxseed a superfood. Doesn't taste good though. There is no reasonable risk with the consumption of linseed oil. It just doesn't taste good. That's why people don't use it. Yeah. You know, the most dangerous thing about oil painting is what's the most dangerous thing about oil painting? Well, there you go, Sashi. See? What's the most dangerous thing about oil painting? The painter? Yes. Second most dangerous thing. All right, third most dangerous. No, this is more dangerous than spontaneous combustion. Cleanup? It's solvents, everybody. Hi, Crochet. It's solvents. Do not use turpentine. Do not use mineral spirits. This painting was no solvents. No solvents were used to paint any of this. No solvents were used to paint any of this. The only thing I use solvent for is to clean. I don't clean my brushes either. I don't clean my brushes. Solvents can't, especially over time, are dangerous. Losing all street red. I don't, Zach. I don't clean my brushes. I haven't cleaned my brushes since I first started. Nope. Well, the odorless are like better for fumes. They're still dangerous dregs. You still should not breathe in odorless mineral spirits. Just straight up. See, Zach, I got more. There's more, Zach. Yep. But it's also just not good. It's like, it's not beneficial to paint with, so I just say, why use it? And to make your colors, you don't need to clean off your brushes. You just wipe them and put them in your next color. See, this painting was done with dirty brushes, everybody. I think you should not use liquid because it's made with resin, and resins are bad for the paint film. You should avoid painting with resins. Liquid is something I would never recommend using. They do clean things, but you just don't need to clean it, Zach. It's not about being clean, Eidos. It's just about when I need a really clean color on my brush, I just put my brush in that color, wipe it out, do it again, wipe it out, and then I have a brush full of that color. There's just like, you don't need to spend your time putting it in solvents, wiping that off, creating a bunch of rags soaked in solvent. And then you also don't want to paint. Like, painting with solvents is not beneficial to the painting. Liquid is just, it's resin. Resin is not good to paint with oil painting. Resin basically means your paintings can't be conserved. That's essentially what it means. And your painting will yellow a lot faster, and it won't be able to be cleaned. Liquid is no bueno, everybody. Please don't use Galkid mediums or liquid. Please don't. It'll be the cause of why your painting fails at some point. What demonstration, Maddie? Oh, about the paint and the color? Yeah, that's completely different though. But I like, do these colors seem clean to you, Zach? Do these colors seem clean to you? No, it does not apply to gels. I use oleo gel. Oleo gel is just literally linseed oil mixed with this. This is how you make oleo gel, is with this stuff called fumed silica. That's oleo gel. It's perfectly good. Okay, how close is today's oil paints from the Renaissance days? The paints today are thousands of times better. Yeah, Zach, they're always in use. Eidos, the paints and quality of pigments are thousands of times better today. And we have way more selection. And we don't have to use non-light fast colors to paint. Exactly, that's what it is. That's Mud said it properly. Yeah. It does have oil in it, Sean. And then the oil comes out whenever I take brushes out, so the oil doesn't need to be replaced. Well, sorry, I don't have to like drain out all the oil because the oil comes out when I wipe it off, when I take it out of the jar. I have to add oil to it fairly regularly. I have to add oil to it regularly. You all right? Any other questions? This is my new segment. I answer all questions. Great work, team. Pun joke, do we need to use an oil filter? How often to change it? No. You do have to use an oil filter, but you never change it. That's the key. You never change it. And that's legally binding advice. Eidos was making a joke, Zach. Asphaltum for shadow on warm areas. Thoughts? Asphaltum won't dry in oils. You shouldn't. I just learned about that. I just learned about that pigment specifically, Drex. Asphaltum is a never pigment. It will be the cause of why your painting fails. There's a famous painting that uses asphaltum right now that they say can't be conserved, a Renaissance painting, because of asphaltum specifically. Yeah, it causes the oil to never dry. Also goes by bitumen. Bitumen. Coincidentally, Drex, I just read up on asphaltum. I just read up on it. Yep. It causes the oil to literally not be able to dry. If you want citations or me to prove it, join the Discord, bring it up there. I can show you what I read. So rich and chocolatey, Sai. Just use burnt umber mixed with ivory black. You'll get a similar color. Help me understand this. There are painters who only mix their own blacks and others who use black. Is that only preference? It's just that black is completely mixable, so why do you need it on your palette, Iros? This is where I practice not disagreeing. Fair enough, Sean. Iros, it's more of you can mix a perfectly reasonable black, and if you already have those colors on your palette, the black is not needed. It's just really treated as a pigment of convenience, at least in my opinion, Iros. Yeah, it's fine. That's how you look at it. Iros, it's not on principle. Monet still used like desaturated dark colors in his paintings, even though he didn't have black on his palette. People feel strongly for this because it's like it turns into this like I'm gonna preach to you. It's just more of a matter as, hey, I have ultramarine blue and burnt umber on my palette. Oh shit, so I already have black on my palette. Or I have viridian green and cat red.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Gray. You know, point being is there's so many ways to mix a very, very dark color that will pass as a black. So for example, you see this bottle? Iros, you see this bottle? I can tell you the two pigments I use to mix it. What 2 pigments did I use in this bottle that I'm pointing at right here? Looks plenty dark to me. I use phthalo blue and burnt umber. Midnight dark umber, no. I use burnt umber and phthalo blue. Well, no, because Prussian blue will actually fade over time, Drex, and then it will look grayish. It will actually brighten it up over time. Well, midnight blue is not a pigment name. Neither is dark umber. So not close at all. Hi, Richards. How you doing, bud? Goddamn right. Goddamn right, Drex. You think I'm gonna let that slip? You think you're gonna catch me lacking? I was raised in the mean streets of the very yuppie northwest suburbs of Chicago. Okay? The mean streets. You can't trick me. The northwest suburbs of Chicago, where the schools are wonderful. You like dark umber? Fair enough, Richards. Where my parents haven't locked their doors my entire life. All right. Every single time, Ados. I do, Augustus. I just, I need to get more ingrained in the industry. It's just tough. It's just tough. I've applied to a gallery, but, like, they don't contact me back. They said I was going to be a part of it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, live in Burridge? That's really cool, Drex. I'm from Arlington Heights. Thank you, Richards. I'm from Arlington Heights. Okay. All right. Yeah, right. Oh, got a lot of text messages. All right. Yeah, no, I got the approval from Ma.
Thanks for the
thank you, Drex.
Sensei.
Drex, literally, if I'm ever here, I love answering questions, okay? And if I don't know, I will find out. If I don't know, I will find out. I'm more than a nerd. I'm a class 1 diagnosed paint pervert. It's terminal, everybody. I'm a terminal paint pervert. Real terminal.
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! I had a burrito for breakfast. Because I woke up real late. You're welcome. Like I said, I'm always ready and willing to answer questions. If you join my Discord, let's say you have a question, post it on my Discord and I'll get to it when I see it. In the meantime, I'm going to be doing a portrait on Friday, everybody. I'm trying, Augustus. I'm trying. Next painting, we're painting a sumo wrestler named Takayasu. We're doing a portrait of Takayasu, who's a big old beautiful hairy man and a wife guy. We love him here. So that's on deck. After that, we got another big pervert painting coming up. We have another big pervert painting coming up, probably on Monday. Probably on Monday for pervert painting of the triptychs. Friday is a portrait. Yeah, about 44 hours from now. About 44 hours from now. No, a sumo wrestler, Zach. A sumo wrestler. So. All right? All right, let's find somebody to raid. Let's see. We have Punk Noir, Casey Snow, Princess PJs, Amanda Claire, Snail's Tales, Cream of Egbert, Silver Grains. Oh, Silver Grains. I always like rating Silver Grains. So let's rate Silver Grains. Let's rate our friends Silver Grains. Silver Grains. Silver Grains. They're doing photo retouching. If any of you are into photography, watch this stream and ask questions to Silver Grains. All right? Have a good night, Omizu, Sean, Maddie, Zach, Augustus, Mud, Richards, Drex, Sashi, Maddie, Shasta, Dia, Mud Salt, Chosen. Oh my God, Sashi. Augustus, thanks. Nice seeing you again. Friday. Friday is portrait day. Friday is portrait day, okay? Aros, nice meeting you. Hope to see you again. Nini, everybody. Greenbag, I will see you in hell. Good to hear, Idos. Amy voice. Arnie voice. That looks like Amy from here. Arnie voice. I'll be back. Drexaya. Thank you. Yeah. All right, if anybody needs anything in the meantime, check out the Discord. We're heading out. Oh, bye-bye.